Hello, this is developer behind Roxy Raccoon's Pinball Panic. I'm just showing off some of the features from the table creator that launched recently. I plan on doing maybe an update every week or two if people like it and they like what they see and they want to just have a brief overview of what's coming to the table creator mode and what new features there are. So I'll just show you what is in the game so far. Obviously, I plan on expanding it, but let's just take a look here. So we have a lot of the basic mechanics. I think all of them are in place now at this point. So you can just kind of pop them in and out wherever you want. You got your targets. These are drop targets. When you hit them, they'll go down and then they'll pop back up after a set amount of time. Two types of bumpers. They basically behave the same. They're just a little bit different visuals. There is a new spinning target, which I just added in the most recent update. Holes. There's a little arrow there. It shows you which way the ball will eject from after it enters the hole. There are rollovers. Spinners. There is a vertical spinner, so this one spins sideways. These are like little speed boosts that you can add. Ball hits it, it'll just shoot right off. There's just 3 different types. They all behave fairly similarly. They're different speeds. You got your gates or switches, whatever you want to call it. So again, there's a little arrow that'll show you, hey, the ball can only go one way. That's the direction that it can go through. Again, this is the same thing, another gate, just different visually. You can add flippers. This is the right flipper. This one's the left flipper. Similarly, there's a left slingshot and a right slingshot. We have a left slingshot setup that you can use, a pre-built setup. Here's an alternate version of the setup with a little bit of a different angle on the flipper. This flipper will automatically, if given the proper direction of the ball or positioning of the ball, it'll bounce right into the slingshot itself. If you try to place an object on top of another object, it'll just delete the other one. There are these toggling targets, so they're kind of similar to drop targets, except they disappear and reappear periodically. And then there's the good old pirate steering wheel. So you can delete objects that you've placed. You can hold a right click and just kind of drag it, and it'll just do a little mass delete. You drag it over things, or you can just left click and individually delete everything. We have different blockers that you can see here. Go through every single one, but just a couple of things that you can do. There's border objects. You can flip objects by right clicking on the mouse. There's also a control screen that'll show you how to do that. You can, you can scale your objects as well. If you hold Z, you can manually rotate. You can press R and it'll automatically rotate a set amount. If you hold the shift key and move your mouse up and down, it'll force an object on an axis, so it could be useful if you want to place a whole bunch of things in a row, or again, similarly, if you hold shift and go left and right, it'll lock it on the axis right. And then the way certain objects are placed, mechanics can not be placed on top of each other, so you can't place a bumper like that on top of another bumper. But I've set it up so for blockers, for example, if you want, you can place them directly on top of each other. That way, if you want to make a wall or something. Yeah, you can just see there's a whole bunch of different setups you can use. You can make your own. There's a couple preset, and you can flip the object. So if you see something you like that, but you want it the other way, you can just simply flip it. What else you got? Got a whole, yeah. Again, just there's a bunch here to choose from. And then yeah, there are hotkeys that you can use to cycle through if you press Q and E. Let's see here, got edges, again, similar. I believe I threw the fences in here as well, yep. Then there are the raceways. These are your ramps. There's just a bunch of pre-built ramps. These are, for the most part, they're just ramps that are from the game that I've used on previous levels. There's a couple new ones in here that I've never used before on previous maps. The idea is that I would like to add a feature where people can build their own ramp from scratch. I'll keep these ones in the game as well if you just want to use these. They're simpler. Some are just, yeah. You can change your plunger now as well. That's a new one in the new update. Also in the newest update, you can move the camera in and out, or you can just move it back and forth. But with the plungers, there's an M that indicates that it's a manual plunger. So you can see all the different types of plunger setups. These are all manual plungers. A are auto plungers. Again, not gonna go through every single one. There's a bunch of different flipper setups you can use. So there's that. There's also a setup where there's no flippers at all. So that's gonna be for if you want to create your own setup. You go through the mechanics and do everything manually, and then you can set your own flippers. I guess if you really want, you can flip it all. This is the controllable slingshot or controllable bumper, however you want to put it. You use the arrow keys and it moves back and forth, and it'll just hit the ball, and it'll bounce off. Another new feature is, well, actually this isn't a new feature, but this one, you can control the lighting in the stage. You can change the intensity of the lights, the rotation of the light itself. Just click cancel and keep it the way it was. You can change the fog. I think I have the fog disabled. Oh no, I don't. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you set it however you want. Camera effects. This is like your post-processing effects. So this is arcade table. This is default. You can do black and white, blood red, city table, simple device. A lot of these, originally I just had the different post-processing effects from the different tables, but I started to be more creative in adding some of the some things that weren't originally in the game. If you really want, you can do something like this, make it super trippy, or black and white, etc. Add more future. I'll just set it back to the arcade tables. You can change the environmental effects, so you can add snow, space dust. These are the effects from Wonderful Willow's table. There's some of, I think for the most part, they're all, yeah, they're all just effects that are used already in the game, just on various tables. But again, there's quite a few now in the game, so you have quite a bit of variety, or at least I would hope that you do. Now, this is a new feature from the newest update. So your theme, you can change the theme. It's going to be the theme of the table, the outside. It doesn't change the mechanics, but it also changes the room. So there's the arcade, which is your default, and then there's another different arcade. Here's another one. There's the casino tables. There's a different version of the casino tables. Christmas table, city, circus, construction, Easter, Egypt, forest. Different forest, hockey. Let's see the hockey one. Actually, that was probably not the most exciting one to look at. Japan. Pirate space. If you want to do the space table. Ooh, that is a bug. I will fix that. It's supposed to have something there. Good to know. Wild West. Yeah, so those are just a lot of the new features and what's in it so far. You can be creative, do what you want. Let's see. Also, if you go into the save options, you can load a table that you've made in the past. You can save your current table. This is going to be Wild West. Save it. No, I'm not sure why that didn't work. You can create a new table. You can delete one of your old tables from here as well. These are all just tests. Let's see, I'm not gonna get them all. You can change the song that plays. Again, you can pick any song that's going to be in the game. These are all the songs that are from any of the tables that are already in the game, or even the little mini arcade games. This is another new feature. You can change the special settings, so you can I plan on adding more special settings in the future, but these are the amount of lives you get per table, so you can have 1 to 5 balls per session. You can also set it so that it starts with a lifesaver or not. So let's do 30-second lifesaver on every run. And oh yeah, I should mention as well, where is it? If you create a new table from here, you can actually, now this was another feature, you can do wide tables. So there we go, got the wide table set up. You do different plungers, and let's see. And then there are, if we go to the visuals again, there's going to be different visuals for the wide table. They're actually same themes, but they're going to be different setups. There's less of them because there's less wide tables in the game. So these are just all based off different versions of wide tables that are already consumed with the game itself. So here's your space table. And again, these themes are going to be locked behind the DLC paywalls for some of them. It's just the way it is, and a lot of there's going to be a lot that are free. Like all the ones that are free within the game are already in the game. This is the only thing that would be paid for, is these fancy themes. Everything else that's in this level editor is free with the game, and the game itself is obviously free to play. Should know if you've been playing so far. And I don't know what else is there to show. Let's just create a new table. Let's just do a standard table again. Pop back in. I'm gonna just do a plunger. Let's do auto plunger, that one. flipper setup, I'm gonna go here. That one looks fun. And no. I'm just placing things randomly just to kind of show you. Alright, let's go. And then you can just press a button and it just... Oh. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I thought it didn't work for a second. Yeah, and then that's it. And then, and run. Good. And it goes right back. So you don't have to go through loading screens or anything once you actually get into it and start playing. And then let's just see if there's anything else. Controls. So yeah, you can see the control screen here. Oh, I gotta change that. Move the camera, place an object, rotate object gradually, flip it, rotate it by 90 degrees, lock it on the current axis, cycle through tabs. And I will actually expand upon this control screen as well because there's more hotkeys that I've added to the game as well since then. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, and then you can save your table. Let's see if it works. Okay, it worked that time. I'm not sure what happened last time. I will have to look into that. But one last thing. Yeah, consider this very much a work in progress. I'm not advertising that quite yet. If we go here, it should, yeah, there we go. It takes a screenshot of your table, and then, so if you're on the main menu, you can just hop right into the table. I would like to add Steam Workshop one day. I have 100% faith that I can do it. I just don't want to add it to the table editor quite yet, because it's a bit of a project and I want to focus on expanding it and getting it into a better shape for then. But yeah, consider this the first episode of these quick videos. The other ones are going to probably be much shorter in length, but I just wanted to give a overview of everything that's in there so far. And that's all. I'm open to any and all feedback and ideas and suggestions, so please leave them in the comments below or on the games discussions on the Steam community forums. Okay.